Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't get...
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think...
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception would go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
With a handoff to Aaron.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. Interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Adrian Amos
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
47-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check. He's coming. We got double up.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
With the handoff to
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
At the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let one go deep for Park. And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, Jones. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Packers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Packers 7, Dolphins 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on second down. Tongue it by Lowell. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Miami.
Tua going to hand this one to Burrito. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On a jet sweep, here's Grant. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it, but in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Rodgers now throwing on 3rd and long. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Dolphin first down.
They run with Burrito. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back now at Lambeau, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Rodgers now on first down. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
Second and goal from the 1. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Dolphins set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Gets around him. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Complete to Matt Breida. It's a pickup of 3.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. On the return is Irvin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Tackle made by Justin Evans. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 31.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can 30.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
1st down, Miami.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Christian Kirksey in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now This game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold,